Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday. Thank God. It's Ducking Monday again. And here we are, alive and well. We got over Friday the 13th, and I just want to thank God that we are alive. We get to do this one more time. We get to do this all over again. Whatever happened last week, it is not meant to happen again. It was meant to happen last week. And today we can make new choices and we can go in a whole new direction. We can just do everything all over again. We were reborn again this week. So let me take this out. That's done. I'm not supposed to be here on a Monday, but I have been streaming the last couple of Mondays. So I figured I would just continue on with the current tradition right now and just stream on Monday, talk about what I'm seeing with the current levels that I'm looking at. And of course, we are right below this 30 level, 5630 level. There has not been a single level that I can recall where I've traded so poorly around. So therefore, I'm going to be staying out of this, whatever this thing is doing right now. I'm just going to stay completely out of it. I want no part of this. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't care where it's going to go. I know I have my levels plotted of support at the bottom. And until those levels get hit, I am not trading inside of this mess. I am just not. We could very easily continue to rip higher today, but I have no interest in trading below this 5630 level or above this 5630 level, and especially below this 5642 level. I have no idea where this thing wants to break out of. I know it wants to break out of to the top side eventually, but right now today I'm not willing to do it. I don't care. I don't. We could very easily break through these highs here at 42. I am not going to be trading this inside of this range. I want no part of it. I'm staying out of it. But again, like if I had to give you kind of like this brief kind of idea here, is that we're kind of bull flagging currently. We're above this 22 level. You can see that's where we bounced up from overnight. So I'm very curious to see if we can kind of get one more dip below this level and then reclaim that level, and perhaps it's a long. But honestly, even that itself would not kind of, I wouldn't be surprised if it were to fail, put it like that. Like we could very easily go test on Friday, right here. This is what happened on Friday, right? We got the dip, we got the rip. I should have been longer at the back test of this level here. I did not take the long, but I was looking for a push back on down to like 98, perhaps 78 to get long. So I need to wait for a dip. In other words, we need volatility to come on in and to start this thing, to make this thing start dipping. Okay, that's what my theory is here. So until we get some type of dip, I will not be looking for anything. I just don't want no part of this. I don't want no part of this 5630 level. Zero. There has not been any level to cost me so many damn losses as this level here. I'm not sure why. I have no idea, but it just is what it is. Now, I do want to apologize. I said that I was going to be on the new contracts today. I am not. I'll be honest. All I had time for this weekend was to plot my levels. And I know what you're going to say, especially coming from a guy like me that says that there's no excuses, right? And there isn't any excuse. That's why I'm saying that I myself kind of slacked off with updating and adjusting all my levels towards the new contract, because I knew that that was going to take me a long time. And I just did not want to be sitting here for a long time. So I just decided to trade in this one more day today. Today is definitely the last day, because today I will be rolling over 100%. You're good. You're good. I'll be keeping this stream nice and short, though. I'm not gonna just sit here all day talking about uh, what ES is doing without actually trading it. But keep in mind, I think the real market move is gonna happen probably after Wednesday. I'll explain to you why shortly. I'm just trying to adjust this trading thingy trade here. I have not traded 3 times. I don't know what this thing's on today, but no, please don't freeze. There we go. All right, let's talk about news. This is the major news that's going to be happening this week, uh, which I think is what the market might be waiting on for now. So we might just, hopefully, we pull back to some other level. Where was it? I think it's Wednesday. Wednesday. Where is Wednesday? Right here. So, all right. So Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Interest rate projections. We're gonna have FOMC statement, and exactly this is what I think what the market is kind of waiting for here. That would be this coming Wednesday. I think definitely Wednesday after Wednesday we're gonna be picking up some volatility. Perhaps maybe that's what's needed so that we can get through the all-time highs. This is why I'm expecting some type of pullback, probably today or tomorrow. We'll see. If not, then we might just continue to rip. I don't know. Either way, I think the market basically needs to wait for this. So up until Wednesday might be in some type of chop, big, wide range or holding pattern, if you will. That's what the market is pretty much waiting for. On Thursday, we have jobless numbers at 8:30. They're always coming out with these numbers at 8:30. So this week, I think after Wednesday is when we're going to get some more volatility. Friday, I mean, Friday looks pretty clean. So that's good. Thursday, number jobless. Let me see. I didn't do this over the weekend. That's why. Tuesday. So tomorrow, core retail sales numbers are coming out at 8:30. Canada's releasing numbers. We'll give a shit about Canada. And then we have, yeah, pretty much a lot of numbers. But Wednesday's gonna be kind of the major event to happen. Today, there's no real significant news. I mean, so you can see that there's nothing. So I would not be surprised if we're just gonna chop around, or if we're just gonna have some type of pullback today, or have us finally a red day, if you will. But I'm not gonna try to predict it. I'm just gonna trade the action, trade what I see. So, yeah, if I am gonna get into a trade, first and foremost, I need to see this level fail down here. Like I said, that's the overnight support. I would not be touching any long or any short in this range below 30. I am just not. 15 minutes to market open. I gotta say, I already say on this stream many times that I'm Spanish, right? So I'm a bit superstitious. Superstitious. I am superstitious about almost everything, I think. Why? I have no idea. We're just made like that to be superstitious. But um, Friday the 13th was kind of a wild day for me. Typically, like on Fridays, it's a pretty smooth ride for me, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward to me on a Friday. Yet that last Friday was not straightforward to me at all. It was very bad, I would say. I actually came back here and I did trade a couple times more afterwards after I ended the stream. And like, it's not that I did bad. I mean, I made money on him. I still ended red. Not as red on the day when I left the stream, but it was just all over the place. And then, what was Friday? What else did I do? Yeah, the stream wasn't working. As soon as I got on this computer, my stream wasn't working. I had to find some other way to stream, and it was very bad. And then whatever, like, what was funny? Like when I came back at the end of the day at nighttime, because I was trying to figure out exactly the issue. All I did was basically sign out of the streaming software, sign back in, which is what I had already done. I had tried many different things to fix the issue in the morning. And then at nighttime, it worked as if nothing had happened. So I'm wondering, is that bad luck or is that, come on, like there's no way that I didn't know what I was doing in the morning. If anything, I didn't know what I was doing in the afternoon at nighttime because I had already had a couple of drinks. So I don't know. I'm just saying, if anything, it would have to be in the afternoon that I would have not had figured it out. But I didn't do anything and it was working just fine. And to top it all off, I was actually in a small car accident that Friday as well. So, so that was before I came back home. So Friday the 13th was pretty rough for me. I mean, I don't give a shit about the accident. Everything was fine. The car's getting fixed. I'm hopefully getting it today. It's fine. But I'm just thinking, I'm like, that's some bad luck shit that day. Like, the stream didn't work the morning. I ended up fucking getting chopped around and dicked around with the market. I came back at the market, which I never do those things. Something was just fucking telling me to do certain things. And I went out, was supposed to go to my cousin's restaurant. We get into a car accident. Then I come back home. And the stream is working fine at the end of the night almost. As if nothing happened. As if nothing had happened. So like I say, I'm superstitious. I'm Spanish. I'm Latino. We're Latinos. My grandma would have told me, you dumb fuck, you should have known. It's Friday the 13th. You stay at home and you don't do nothing. You don't leave your house Friday the 13th. She's like, the less you do, the better. Matter of fact, don't even try to eat nothing too much. Just have some light stuff, take it easy. And maybe that day wouldn't have been a bad idea. Just chill at home, don't trade, don't do nothing. Just watch a movie, take it easy, have a lazy day. Don't go to the gym. That's a bad day to go to the gym. I don't know. I'm just saying. It's pretty messed up. That was a day and a half for me. But anyways, that's done. So who cares? That's over and done with. We're moving on to today. Today is not Friday the 13th. So let's see if we can lose this level down here. I want to maybe take a long, but like I said, it's going to have to be with some type of trap. I'm not just going to long this level expecting to break out through there. This level has cost me a lot of pain and a lot of pain. Like, so I'm not going to be trading under this 5630 level. I am just not. In the sense of like right here. If we get a trap to the downside here, then maybe. But it's got to be a trap. I'm not just going to long the level of support is my point. I'm not going to short it. I'm staying out of this. Not even with a 10-foot pole or stick, I would poke this thing, okay? This level is a mess. It's a disaster. And we're right below that 56.42 and the massive, massive level of resistance, which is this, I think 64 or 69 level. You got to look at the big picture, right? So the bulls have done a lot of good work, but now they kind of need to congest a little bit. They need to perhaps even get a dip. The dip would not be a bad thing. So we got the last level of resistance, which is this. It's going to be this 56, 66, or 64 to 67 area, if you will, right here. Once we get through that, it's all-time highs and plus more, right? But up until until we break there, which is going to probably be consolidating so that we can get some more energy and momentum to keep on going up. Because look at the last, this is the daily candles, right? 3, 4, 5, we're on 6 days in a row green now. So even, it would not be a bad idea if we just even pull back slightly. Like, come on, ES. We get dip all the way to 56.07. That would be perfect. All the way back down to 55.88, and that would still be a very bullish picture. There's nothing bearish about it, right? But that's the problem, that we don't fucking dip. We don't dip enough, so... and now we're back to this cluster of 56.30, which is a pain in my butt. This weekly candle is also looking pretty good. I mean, look at that red week we had 2 weeks ago. Boom. We almost brought it all back within the same week, the week right after. And we're just chilling right at this 30. You can look at this weekly candle. It is not... I don't know. Or we get through that 66 today, at which point I'll be long above 66. Or we start some type of dip so I can get long at 55.88 or something like that. But in here, I want no piece of this. Zero. I don't care if it goes straight to the 42 at open. It can go all the way to the 62. I don't want it. I don't want it. I just don't. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. If I am going to take a trade, like I said, I need to see the trap. We are on 3 accounts. We're copy trading the XFAs and the, what's it called? The combine. So 2 XFAs, 1 combine. That's why I'm going to be extra patient. And I'm definitely not going to be too excited right below this 56.30 level. I did break my rule though. Friday was, like I said, I did it. I did come back on this computer. I traded like another 3 times. And then I got my account. I was in the green and I didn't take profit. So I was up like, I think, I don't remember how much I was up. But I was up. And then I didn't take profit. Came back down. Took me out. I got back in long again. It was a mess. I made money in the end. So I was only down like $300 on the day. But it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm down 300 or if I had just walked away and been down to 600. The point is, I should not be coming back on this computer. So I broke, I don't know. Like I said, that Friday, I was just all over the place. I don't know if someone, there's a person in here that they're a family member, right? Like I know them personally, and then I'm there sending pictures like, look, I'm long, blah blah, right? And then they're like, they could even see right through me. They're like, just walk away, just walk away. I'm like, no, it's not over until I'm green. And then I got green and I didn't take profit. Fuck. So I still ended up red, but that's okay. But today, like I said, it's Monday. Take it easy. We're due for a dip. I'm not trying to predict the dip. The dip is going to come below this 19 level below here. You should not come to a surprise as to why. This 1922 level, once we break down this level, then I will feel bearish that we are starting the dip. Until that level does not break, we're not dipping. We are not going to have any form of dip. This here is just a pullback. There's nothing wrong with this. This is totally fine. This is healthy. Below that level, we will finally dip. Finally. Or in other words, I will not be touching any short below that level or above that level. They could very easily open up and just rip right through that 30 and then congest between like 32 and 42. This zone is a mess. It's a disaster. It's a cluster duck. You should remember this levels. So I'm going to just relax a little bit. Let the market tell me where we're headed. If we want to break down, it will be below this 1922. Above here, there's no point in shorting. Zero. The 15-minute chart definitely looking like a breakdown setting up potentially. So you can see this here. Look at the 15-minute chart I got pulled up for you on the top. Like I always say, support. I look at shorting a little bit different. So we have this massive level of support here. Okay, this continues back like weeks, but you can see this here. In order for a breakdown to actually occur, as I always talk about, there needs to be something to actually break down. So we have this 1922, which is a cluster duck of support. Look how many bounces we're getting from this level, right? Like we are essentially have tested this level for weeks now, weeks. So we're building it into support, but obviously there's a very good chance that if we were to basically dip below this level, okay, dip, maybe do a back test, then we can continue with the trend lower. But until that level doesn't fail, we could still come back here and we can just continue to ping above that level. So that's why it's difficult for me to short. Let's assume this 40 level here. I don't know what's going on with my mouse here, but like at the top here, it's very difficult for me to decide to get short. What the duck is going on? It's very difficult for me to get short here because I just don't know if price is going to get denied there. I see resistance here, right? But does that mean that I know we're going to get denied here at the bottom here? I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. I look at the market like this. As long as we're above here, I'm looking for longs. Period. It's just easier. So I want to get long just a little bit lower. I don't want to get long here. And it has to be after a trap. I need to see a trap. All right, let's do the crystal ball indicator. Let's do it. Let's do it. I will say that the crystal ball is not so far this week doing the best. Even in this level, the crystal ball doesn't really know what to do. Will we dump at market open? I will say yes. Interesting. Interesting. So if we're going to dump, that means that level is going to have to break, right? So does this mean 56.22 to 56.19 will break? Perhaps. All right, so crystal ball feeling bearish today. So I got to watch out because I said I wanted to buy it after a trap down there, but all right. All right, so crystal ball feeling bearish. I'm not feeling bearish. Like I said, I'm still bullish above this level. I'm just not willing to take the long right here because I'm just not. And so far, 24, 27, still chopping below this 30 level. Has not been a painful level to me like this 56.30 level. I remember when we first got here, 1 week it was amazing. Then the levels became so used up. The second week, I wrecked it. It was a mess. Friday we're back at this level and I took the L. Wow. So today I'm staying light. Like I said, I'm gonna watch closely at this level of support down here. This will be kind of like my deciding factor on the day, perhaps even the next day or two. And it would not be bad if we dip. Like if we were to break this level down, it's a good thing. FOMC's on Wednesday. Remember, don't forget, that's what the market could be potentially coiling up for now, right? That's going to be very important key numbers and key news event. The problem here is if we take back 30, market's going to open it up in less than a minute, 30 seconds. Get ready. But if we reclaim 30, I mean, 42 is another cluster duck of resistance, and we could easily chop here. Nah, I don't want it. Honestly, if we were to break through that 42, break 66, even better, even better. It's so easy after that level. But this level here, I'm just giving you the warning sign. Be cautious because it is already a very used up level. It's a cluster duck of resistance at 56.30, and it's a magnet. This 30 level is a magnet. All right, let's see. Market's gonna open on up. Get ready. Make sure you take it light for now. Wait till the market to give you something wherever you feel like you have an edge. And just like that, we're off to the 30. And NQ is looking weak though, so I would be cautious with this long here. It doesn't, NQ and ES not quite aligning so far. NQ is dumping. The dollar is dumping. And ES is pushing. So that is not good in the sense of a clean move. So whenever the markets are moving like this, NQ is dumping, ES is pumping, and the dollar is dumping, I know to stay out of this thing. So I'm staying out. Like I said, I don't even need to see NQ or anything. I just know that this 56.30 level is a cluster duck of a whole lot of nonsense. This level here is a pain in my butt, and I want none of it. None of it. Zero. If I had some good cojones size, I would have long down here and probably taken profit here and not be walking away. But I just don't want. Don't want. ES is definitely a lot more bullish than NQ. Damn ES. That trend line working out pretty nicely today. Boom. Nice congestion there. 25, 5 points, 7 points. I don't trade like that. You know this. I'm not going to get long for 5 points. I'm not saying it's going to dump. I'm just simply saying you can see we got the squeeze above 30, right? We got the squeeze above 30 back into the range. I'm not shorting this thing. I'm only telling you what I see. So if this trap is going to hold up here, well, obviously we can't break that at the top there. If it's going to hold up, I said. And like I said, I'm not shorting it. I'm not touching it. I'm just thinking out loud here. So please make sure you understand that I'm just talking what I see. I'm not interested in trading over here. I'm very clear on that. Or we start this dip, NQ is dumping. I'm surprised the S is not. I'll be honest with you. NQ is dumping. Wow. I don't see ES holding up here. With NQ being very weak like that, I don't know. Damn. They're almost down 100 points on NQ right now. And ES is just chilling up here. Holy shit. Look at that trap holding out pretty nicely. Look at that. The squeeze above the level of resistance back into the range. Fuck, maybe I should have been short. But like I said, I'm just not interested in that. But that would probably be the beginning. If this 19 is going to break, that's the beginning of the move right there. That's the trap right there. So I just don't short the choo-choo train, but I'm just saying that's exactly what I was talking about. And you can see when that candle popped up, I said as long as that high holds, we are good on that trap. So far working out good. From the 30 down to the 22, I would probably be taking profit at 22 or 19. And that was the problem too with that short. This is a cluster duck of levels, man. It's resistance up here, support right here. Like, it's so tight, everything together. And then they're pinging and ponging between each other a lot. All right, I said I wanted to buy 19. The problem I see here is we definitely have a trap to the upside. I did not like to see that. I would have rather see 30 got hit and then do the trap down here. Below 19, we're starting the dip. I'm feeling bearish below that level. You know that. So I'm going to watch price closely. I'm going to let it be. I'm not going to get long just because we're at 19. And I'm going to wait and see if we can get a trap below 19. Kind of the same thing we have currently at the top. We got to 20 so far. I want to see a little bit lower, yes. My sun shine away. We're at 20. Come on, I want to see a flush of 19 slightly. Maybe a point or two, something like that. I don't want to just buy this level of support. Because it could easily fail here. That's why the trap is your best friend. Come on, just dip a point or two, man. That was like a tick lower. I don't know if I count that. That's not enough for me. The thing is, because we're waterfalling, I need some more confirmation. Like, we gotta break and get back above. That tells me we're all right on this level, but no dip yet below that level. Only a tick. I'm not sold on a tick. $18.75. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about a long here, but let me just, come on, 2 points or at least a point or something. 18.75 is not enough for me. It's not. We need a little bit more, yes. We need like 17. I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Probably a little bit early, but let's see. I'm gonna probably go break even quick if this thing doesn't react the way I'm hoping it does. We gotta get going from here. Like I said, I'm gonna be going break even quickly if we do not react in the way that I like. We need to get through 20 right now. We need to break 22. I do not want price to come back down to 19. I do not want it at all. Because if it comes back to 19, we're probably going to break. So we need to squeeze right through 19. Come on, squeeze. Squeeze through the 19. Be careful here, like I said. Be careful, because we're hitting 22. We got to break 22. Duck. Come on, yes. Want to give you a little bit of time, just a little bit. Come on, break through that 22. We break through that 22. It'll be a pretty nice pop to the 30, but like I said, just be careful. Got stuck right at 22. Right at the 22. Come on, let me take out this box. It's kind of bothering me right now. Come on, break through that box. Break through that 22. Be careful here. Like I said, I'm going to give this candle a little bit more, and then I'm going to go break even, or I'll be just getting out. Let me see. Come on, man. Break through the 22. Are you kidding? Didn't want to do it. Shit. Come on, break through that ducking 22, man. Chop back into the 30. Yes. Be careful. Be careful here. Come on, yes. Weak so far. I'm trying to give it some time, but it needs to get me through that 22. Come on, yes. You can see it's kind of holding up there. It's battling it out right now. Spy's looking weak. Come on, Spy. Come on, let's get a nice pop through that 22. Nothing, nothing. Nothing. I might get out of this. Come on, yes. Not looking good, not looking good. We should have gone through that 22. We still might, as long as we hold this low in that trap right here. This is what I'm watching right here. At the break of that, it's game over for this trap, and we're going down. So, right there. Don't want to see that get broken there. So the way I could view it is, I mean, I'm risking what? $62 at this point? For a potential move back up. Not bad. But come on, yes, we gotta go. We gotta go through that 22, man. Don't do me like this. Give us one more bounce from this level. Fuck. NQ is holding up nice, and now it's kind of the other way around. Now ES is the one that's looking weaker, and NQ is kind of trying to get back above. God damn it, ES. I'm telling you, this levels. Just push. Baby, push. Just push it. Push it. Come on, get through that 22. It's that wick right there holding us down. That one right there. Come on, baby. Come on. NQ, like I said, looking pretty strong still. After that dump originally. Come on, break that wick spy. Break it, break it, break it. There we go. We're breaking through 22. Now this is the magical moment right now. We need to go, 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 go. I might go break even because this is it. It's do or die now for UES. It's do or die. Fine, I'll still stick with the loss of minus 75. I'm worried this thing goes to break me even and go, but I don't know, man. I'm overlooking at this thing. I feel like we should have just ran right through that 22. But at the same time, I also gotta acknowledge that ES will do the move whenever it feels like it, not whenever I want. As long as the idea is, as long as 19 holds, we're still good in this. So, never mind the rest. Come on, come on, come on. Duck. Be careful here. It's getting very tight, so we're going to break out of this thing pretty ferociously, I would say, whenever we are ready. So just make sure you got your stop where you need it. If you're not comfortable, break even is always your best friend. But I think once we break out of this congestion, whatever bullshit wave this thing wants to go, either we're going to break down this level of support and we're going to start a nice dump, or we're going to get a nice rip back to the 30. Come on, man. Let's get a nice rip back to the 30. Come on. All we got to do is break this 22. That's all we got to do. All we got to do. NQ is, like I said, looking a lot more bullish than ES now. It's kind of like the other way around now. But NQ can look bullish and then it can flip bearish very quickly. So just currently looking at it, I think, yeah. I might go break even. I'm not in love with this. This thing should have gone through already. Come on, man. Come on, ES. Duck, man. Come on, baby. Squeeze right through that thing. Come on. I'm gonna take it out, I think. I'm not loving this. Duck me, man. You still don't believe me about this 19 being a cluster duck? I'm telling you, it's a weird level. It's a ducking weird level. They don't know yet if they want to dump this thing or not. It's a key level, like I said. Below there, I'll start thinking bearish. But until that level does not break, I can't be bearish because the picture's still bullish. So like I said, even though I think we should break it, fuck it. We're at 19. I'll take the long up there. Until price tells me that we're bearish because we broke it, then I'll think about getting short. All we got to do now, yes, is rip through 22. That's it. We got to reclaim back 22. We got to take it back. Fudge. We need candles to start printing above 22, like 22, 24. Come on, NQ. Rip right through that, man. Rip it, rip it, rip it. Oh my gosh, there we go. Now we're getting some more squeezing through this. Ba, ba. Just be careful. If we come back down to 19 from here, it is game over for 19. It will be dumping. We need to get back testing now 30. We need to get going. So just be wary of that. Come on, yes, a little bit more. And that's why I always say that it's hard for me to short at certain levels because why short? Come on. Boom! Give me that. And just like that, almost $1,500 just like that, baby. Boom! God damn it. It's good to be me. Fuck yeah. And that's why I say don't short the ducking choo-choo train until the choo-choo train says we want down. This was not a way to short this thing. We're probably going to break through that 30 and go higher to the 42 now. I took profit early as always. Fuck me, we just did it. Shit! Ugh. And what did I say to you guys? Come on. And I love how some fucking Warren Buffett's gonna come here later on and tell me how I did this in hindsight. Okay? What did I say as soon as I came on this stream? This 1922 is a cluster duck of support. Okay? It just is. Because we know this level. We've been playing in this level for a long time now. It's just rinse and repeat the same formula. What did I say? I say I want to see some little trap to the downside. This was a small trap, but either way, I don't give a shit. It's still a trap. You can see this 19. We got down to 1825. It was only, what, 3 ticks? But again, look at this. We get back above. You take the long there. But again, you got to take the long at a level of support. You're not going to take the long here, right? It doesn't make sense because it is support, but look at this chop. Like, it's not... It just isn't a level of support, okay? You need to look a big time frame. You need to analyze your levels from the big time frame. You cannot do this on a 2-minute chart. I'm talking about hourly chart. I'm talking about daily chart, weekly chart. That's where you analyze your moves from, your support and resistance. And I know very clearly that this level is support. So I said below this level, I'm going to be thinking a short is potentially coming in and I'm going to be bearish on the market. I said this, okay? Now, we didn't break 19 down. And even though we were dumping, right? We were quote unquote dumping. This is nothing but a better entry point for us, okay? It's a better entry point. Look at the fucking thing. Look at it. Can you say I was wrong? Of course not, because I wasn't. And this is what I mean about support and resistance. Support and resistance keeps us with the trend. Support and resistance keeps us with the overall move. And then lastly, what was the last part of my journey was figuring out how the fuck to get in long over here. How the hell to get short over here. I don't want to trade inside of this chop garbage. Anybody that trades in there, just plain and simple, I'm sorry to tell you, you just don't know exactly how the market trend evolves, how the market trend works. And the reason you wouldn't know is because support and resistance is not what you're using. So down here is a buy. And now I know 30 is a take profit level. We just blew right through it. Unfortunately, I don't have a runner. But at the end, what I want to tell you is you cannot guess if 30 is gonna break. You need to take profit. Like now we're going for 42, right? So obviously it's convenient because I'm not long anymore. But I bet you that if I had held this position, we would have probably gotten denied here. And then here, anyways, that's just me talking shit now. But the point is simple. At 30, I know to take profit. Okay. If I have a runner, I know at 42, I'm looking for some type of resistance there. Right. And then, of course, that magical 60 to 66 level is going to be a big cluster duck of resistance. How can I prove this to you? Well, very simple. Look at this right here. This is the previous all-time high, or previous all-time high, something like that. Where is this? Let me pull up the daily chart here. We were in this range. Nobody should be surprised here. Right there. Look at that. 66. You see that right there? Come on. This is going to be that level of resistance we were in for like 2 weeks. Okay? Right here. Even that, when I was streaming, I said, watch out over here. Boom. Get to the 9. So right now, we're obviously going for that level back up. I just took profit early, but on a Monday, I'm happy with $1,500 across 3 accounts. So I'm going to walk away. Well, 450 times 3, so 1,500, just under 1,500. Buenos dias. I was long. I took profit already. Of course, you know I'm always going to take profit at the first level at that 30. And look at the thing. It's like it knows. It knows that I'm not long anymore. Now it's going to just go to the 42, isn't it? Fuck. But you see this right here? If you don't trade this stuff like this with support and resistance, I'm sorry, but you're always going to be late. You're always going to be behind one move because you're always going to look at this dump. And then you're going to think that we're going to go here, maybe create a lower low, and then break. At that point, you're predicting the market. You're trying to guess the market. And that's exactly why I am now done. We already made back everything. And, well, that Friday was what a superstitious day it was for me. But, yeah. Either way, I'm happy to be in the green today, especially on a Monday. Especially on a Monday. But come on, guys. Come on. Look at that long down there. How? Even I myself, oh, look, I traded it. But even me, I'm like, how the fuck could I known? Look at that shape right there. Come on. It just makes me happy. And then when I do bad, I'm like, how the fuck did I not know? Look at this 15-minute chart here. I mean, it's just a beauty. I came on the stream and I told you about this level. We've been in this level for, I think this is like the fifth week that we play here. So these numbers are old news. 30 is an old news number. 42 is an old news number. Okay. And look at that. We got to the low of it. We trapped below. We get back above. Even the 15-minute candle was basically slapping you to get long at that point. But now in hindsight, it's squeezing. Oh my gosh. I couldn't wait just 2 more minutes? Really? Fuck, I would have been up already another 500 there. That would have been, this whole move, if I was still long, it would have been a $3,000 day already for me. I don't know what makes me more sad. The fact that I could have made the 3,000 by taking profit right now. Or not added more at the bottom down there. Oh, well. It hurts. That's why I say it hurts to be good, because it just hurts. You could be good, but you could always do better. And sometimes when you try to do better, it just, you end up trading at the wrong time. Buenos dias, Miss Bento. Yes, I was already long. I took profit. I am already done. I'm going to walk away soon. I got other things to do. I'm not going to try to have a repeat of Friday. As you might know, it was a wild Friday for me. So we almost got to 42. You can see that there. We got denied right at 39.25. It should not come to a surprise to you if from 39, 40, 42, 41, We start to dip back on down towards the 30. It should come as no surprise to you. Like I said, we're in a very tight ping pong range right now between 19 30. We could have easily gone back down to the 19 here. That's why I locked it in there. But it looks like we're going to squeeze to the next table. So 30 42. It's a very tight zone. It's only 12 points, 10 points in between. And then we're going to have the cluster duck at 64, 60 to 66 area, something like that. It was Friday the 13th. It was Friday the 13th. I'm thinking that I'm becoming more superstitious about those things. It's a bad luck number. Even if you're a Catholic Christian, I'm pretty sure that's a bad luck number for you. I should have listened to my grandma. My grandma says on days like that, you stay at home, she's like, take it easy. Don't do nothing. Don't go out. Don't do nothing. The less you do, the better. She would have been right that Friday. Yeah, Angela told me this morning. I'm like, what? Like, I don't want to start a conspiracy. I don't know if they can. I'm pretty sure they can close this channel down. I mean, it's not a massive channel, but still. What are they doing? Like, are they really trying to make it so obvious that we all know who's going after Trump at this point? I don't think it's people in general. I don't want to say it, but we know it. We know who it is. So if I was an American, just knowing that part in itself would make me vote for that guy. The guy's a G. And no offense, but I would not want a woman running the country. Not trying to be sexist or anything. I'm just saying. Have you looked at her? Like, she laughs freaky sometimes. And I don't like how she talks. Like, I feel like she talks to people like they're genuinely stupid. I mean, some people are not that bright, but what was it that made me laugh? Yeah, her speech about how yesterday is yesterday, today is today, and tomorrow is today, but tomorrow. I'm like, wow, that takes a whole lot of brain to think about that. Today is today. Tomorrow is today, but tomorrow. And yesterday was today, but yesterday. Mind blown. Poor guy, though, Trump. I mean, if I was him, I would be asking, honestly, is it even worth it? Like, look at his age. He has wealth. Like, why not just go and enjoy the rest of your days? Like, you try to save the world or you try to do something, the more wrecked you get, and I don't know. I would ask the question if I was him. But I guess it's for the cause. So you might be wondering what to do up here or what I'm thinking up here. And honestly, I'm not thinking a whole lot of nothing. Because I know 42 is resistance. We're right below 42. We're at 35. We've gone to a high of 39. There's not much. It's a scarce level of entries right now. We know the choo-choo train went up. We're going up. As long as 19 holds, we're going up. But I don't know. That doesn't mean I'm going to buy here, right? Like, the entry was down here. My job is to get long here. My job is to get short here. And my job is to look for that and take one. I don't need to take all of them. My job is to get long there, and it's my job to understand this. Plus, would you want to trade in this shit if you were up already on the day? I don't know. I wouldn't. If I had to try to give some type of prediction, though, I think we're going to break down this 19 level, or I hope we do break it down, so that we can pull back deeper, and then we can go up higher to the all-time highs. It's better if the market gets a pullback so we can go higher. And when I say pullback, I mean it. It's a pullback. It is not that I'm bearish all of a sudden. All right, so we're getting a dip below 30. If it was another level besides this one, maybe I would take the long above, back above 30. But I'm saying this with a grain of salt. If it was another level, not this one. This 56.30 is, forget it. Unless you're buying a 19, or you're maybe shorting at 65. No, 67, 65. I'll stay out of it. It's his calling. I agree. I think it is. What if the Simpsons gets it right though? I was thinking about that the other day. I'm not trying to go down a whole hole here, but I don't know if you saw the Kamala girl. She was wearing the pearls that I think what's Homer Simpson's daughter again? Lisa. Lisa was wearing some pearls, right? And then she's there wearing the exact same costume. So at this point, it's like, are they trying to copy the Simpsons or are they trying to tell us something? And if Trump does win, I don't know. I don't know if that would probably just be fulfilling their prophecy. I don't know though. The internet is a very dark place that you can go to, but if I had taken this long here, you can see we got the dip below 30. We got the rip back above 30. I would be at break even. I would not let this thing even come back one bit on me. And so far, you can see that dip working out just fine. But exercise caution. And where would your target be long from the 30? Well, you should know this. 42. 42 would be your ultimate target on this. Depending how heavy you are, right? Exactly the setup I was talking about. If we got back above 30, I would take the long if it was another level, not this one. But today, of course, I'm not trading it, so I mean, it's moving all right so far, but let's see what happens at this 36. And you see, people that trade this like trend lines or stuff like that, they would probably be getting long here. Right now. This is late to the party. You're already, everyone's hammered already, and you're just there getting started. Getting long there. You should be long from down here. Or better yet, you should be long from down here. But I already took profit. What can I do? All you gotta do is analyze the market for what it is. The trap, the long. The trap, the long. The trap, the short. The short, it's the same thing. It's no difference. The problem is, just because I can show you the trap here, you also need to analyze market levels and understand how price moves. So for example, this 30, if you got short there because you saw this, right? Well, where would you want to take profit? As it was dumping, I said, if I was short, I'll be taking profit down here at this 22.19 level. Now, obviously, it worked in that case, but the problem is a lot of these traps on the short side, they won't even go down to the 22. They'll probably go down to like wherever they feel like it. 26, 20. There's no real move or trend with them because exactly as I say, you're not going with the trend. And if you believe that the trend is your friend, well then why not just wait for the dip and then you're looking to buy the rip, right? If you know the trend is your friend, well, why short this one when you can look for this one, right? I hope that makes sense. The trend is your friend. In fact, it's your best friend. If you're a trader, you don't have that many friends, probably. Or if you do, it's maybe what, 5, especially as an adult, you only have a couple of them. This is your best friend, though. This is your best friend, the trend. At the failure of 19 is when I would have told you, yes, we're failing the block, the Jenga block has fallen, blah, blah, blah. It didn't fail, though. It didn't. We're bullish on this. We're still bullish. And that's why I always preach a market open, or I always give you my plan half an hour ahead of the market. Okay, don't tell me it's ducking hindsight. I would like to wait for the dip, and then I want to buy the rip. I'm a dip buyer at support levels, not just because the candle's printing red. That doesn't make sense. And then I love how we'll have, like, let's say 2 or 3 red days, and then some people will be calling me out. They'll be like, "Oh, you see, you're wrong. The trend's pointing lower." I got 3 kids and a woman, and they take a whole lot of my patience. That the older I get, the more I'm becoming at peace with, like, just let them be. Imagine what I think about your opinion online. I'm talking to certain people. I know everybody here, or like anybody who tunes in or in the chat. There's a lot of good stuff too, though. I actually like the fact that I think a lot of, I guess, people that do watch my content, they're actually very positive people, so it's good. It's only like 1 or 2 bad apples, but that is okay. It's gonna come, right? The bigger I get, or the bigger the channel gets, the more negativity will come, and I'm ready for it. The first week, I'm like, I don't know if I even want to put up with this thing. Maybe I'm gonna just close the channel down and fuck it. I just make money on my own. What difference does it make? I didn't have one before. I was still making money, so I'm now, if anything, it's worse because I gotta do with all the streams. I gotta do everything. I make no money from it, right? And I don't charge you anything, and I don't want to charge you anything for it. I'm not even an affiliate with Top Step. I don't have no personal links or nothing. It's literally me doing it just for the sake, because I love what I do. Yes, in the end, would I probably get a cherry in the end? Probably, yeah. But hopefully by then you would eat the ice cream by then. It's an analogy. It's like, look at this. Just look at this. Hear me out. I know that it can be a little bit frustrating with me. Like, I just want to explain myself correctly. I'm going to bring you the chart of the SPY. This is an ETF that follows essentially the market, the S&P 500. I have for you the daily chart pulled up currently, okay? And I want you to really take a good look at this, okay? Now, every single candle you see there represents 1 day, okay? 1 day. When I started trading full time, it was somewhere back like 2 years ago, and we were kind of in this downward trend, okay? And I thought that we were going to be always in a downward trend because I thought that the economy was going to be bad, interest rates were going to be going higher, so then therefore that would include a weaker economy, and a weaker economy means that we are going to go down, right? Right? So when that was happening, which was somewhere here, okay, 2022, so you see this kind of like downward trend, right? Whatever, this was the biggest downward trend we were on for a while. But again, whenever we change to basically becoming an upward trend market, or a bull market, if you will, which was done after this trap right here, okay, which was done right after that trap there, we kept on going up and up. And because I was used to the shorts and I was used to shorting, well, I was getting wrecked over time, okay? I'm not talking about 1 day or 2 days, I'm talking about over time. I was getting wrecked, and I was like, something changed in the market. And I want to ask you something. What do you think changed? Look at this. Look at this. What do you think has changed? Well, it's pretty obvious. We're uptrending, right? We have been uptrending. We are not downward trending. In this pullback here, we were downtrending. We are no longer in this downward trend. We are pumping. We are pumping. So look at this. You see this market here? Whenever we have a little dip here, and people want to call it a bear market now, I want you to really slap this chart on your fridge, okay? Take down your kids' pictures if you have kids' pictures, because if you want to do this for a living, take it down. You need to ingrain this picture here. That little pullback is what you're calling a bear market. Okay? That is not a bear market at all. Zero. It is nothing but a better entry to get long so that we can ride this thing to all-time highs and go to fresh highs. The choo-choo train wants fucking up. So let's just go with it. Just buy the dip. Let's go with it at levels of support where they make sense, right? Don't fight the trend. Look at this thing. Why fight it? Even if you came here right now and you're like, look, we're at the top, right? We got this all-time high right here. There's no way we're breaking that, right? You can see that level of resistance we're going to be coming up at this 564 or on ES 5560 to 64. We're going to short, right? Because then we're going to roll over and then go down, right? Just stop it. Stop it. Get help, okay? Get help. Go to the church. Release your sins. Okay, talk to the priest. Tell him, look, I was shorting the choo-choo train and I fucked up. Okay, release that sin. Don't short this thing. Okay, just buy the dip in general. This is educational purposes only. I'm just saying. Buying the dip so far has kept me pretty good. If I was there trying to call tops every day, don't work. I would be more of a loser than I would be a winner. Look at these weekly candles. Every candle you are looking at right now is a week worth of price action. Look at this ducking thing. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the market. Look at the stock market. Look at it. Every single candle you are seeing is a week worth of price. The dip, buy the dip, go with the rip. The dip, buy the dip, go with the rip. Perhaps after we make new highs, we get another dip. I'm not going to change my mind until the market tells me to change my mind. So on a big scale, we are uptrending if it's not very clear to you. And now I'm going to pull back this. So just don't do it. Trust me. Don't fight it. Don't fight this thing. Buy levels of support and expect the resistance to break. Come on. Come on. Go back. Go back. I got to bring back my chart. That was a SPY chart. Oh my gosh. What did I do here? There we go. All right. All right. So yeah. Let it go. Like, why would you come here and short this right now? Just because you see these wicks here. Don't do it. Sometimes they can play out very nice though. They can. And then you will feel like you missed out. The market doesn't ever make you miss out on anything. Don't think like that. I know that sometimes I come here, I don't know, I get frustrated. I don't know if it was the nicotine withdrawals I've been going through recently. But now they're getting better. Like, and if one day you don't feel good, don't trade. Trust me. Look at my Friday stream. It was bad, right? I started with a loss, which was fine. I could have walked away right there and then. I didn't. And then I ended up getting myself out of the hole more than halfway. But why? Like, even though yes, I didn't end up as red, but it's bad to do that. It's a bad habit. I broke all my rules on Friday. And that's it. But then don't cry about it. Know what you did wrong and don't try not to do it again. Come next week, like I said today, everything that happened last week, let it go. Release it. It's gone. Energy is contagious. The more you hold on to that thing, it's worse. Just let it go. Look at that. I got into the car accident. I came here happily. It was fine. I was like, I got my health. My kids are fine. My woman's fine. I'm healthy. Not a single scratch on my body. Nothing. As long as I have my health and we all have our health, you already won the goddamn lottery, my friend. No amount of money is worth your health. If Elon came somehow on the stream and he was like, I'm going to give all of you guys $1,000,000, but you're not waking up tomorrow morning, you're not going to take that. I wouldn't. So that proves that your health is worth more to you. Now, of course, you should go after the $1,000,000 with your job or whatever you want, but I'm not trying to discourage you that wealth is a bad thing either. It's not. Fuck that. I want more wealth. So we're kind of congesting here. Above 30, below 42. I think that we might want to test 42, but like I said, unless you're long from that reclaim on the 30 when we talked about it here, there's really nothing for you to be doing here. You will need to be at break even or just take profit at 36 because you can see there's a lot of resistance kind of here right now, or expect a breakout to 42. 3 different ways to manage your own trades. Or as some people would like to do it, they would have their stop maybe here or here, so they lock in something in case it pulls back. For me, I would have to be locking in profit at 42. And my stop would be down here. But that's me. That doesn't have to be you. I'm just saying that's what I would do. All right, I'm definitely done with this stream. It was a good day. I mean, one trade, almost 1,500 across my accounts. I'm happy to walk away. So, yeah. Take it easy. Don't overtrade inside here. Remember, this 30 level is still a magnet. We can go back down. We can go below it. We can go above it. It's a goddamn pain in my butt, this level. So I'm just staying out of it. This was the trade right here. Easy money has been made already. Now we're congesting, consolidating. And do not forget that news, FOMC is happening on Wednesday. So I would not be surprised if we kind of like in a holding pattern until then. And also, tomorrow I will be on the new contracts. ESZ would be tomorrow for December. I like ESZ contracts because it ends with my same last name. So the first time I saw the Z, I'm like, all right, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. So keep that in mind. Yeah. So tomorrow my levels will be completely different. It's I think at 60-point difference right now from SPX. So just make sure tomorrow you come here and you go ESZ, or else we're not going to have the same price. And then someone's going to say that I'm manipulating the market. I'm leaving that on there. I'm actually going to put it on as a comment later on too, because yeah. All right, so thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. It is currently 10:22 your time and 8:22 my time. So I'm gonna go and do some things that I gotta get done. It was a good trade down here altogether. We spotted the support. We spotted the rip. We were in the rip. So yeah, there's really not much for me to do here. I do think we're gonna go to the 42, but I'm just not gonna take this long right here, right? So anyways, take it easy. Trade support and resistance keeps the guessing out of the game. Hopefully, I'm not trying to say we will, but hopefully we break this 19 level down. I would love to see that happen. Will it happen? Probably not. I'm just saying I would because it makes things easier for tomorrow, and it actually makes things even better for Wednesday. Because we need to fail even one level of support so that we get some type of pullback. We trap to the downside, and then we go back up to the upside. That would be the best. But I would not want to see 56.30 on a Wednesday. If we're here on Wednesday at 56.30, just take the day off. I'm going to take the day off. I won't trade in this level. Especially on FOMC. This thing's going to be a trap magnet. is going to trap so many ups and downs up in here that I don't want it. So far, this trap here below 30 working out nicely, right? But like I said, I don't know. I'm not trading there. I don't know if there's going to be follow through on this move. I think we want to break 19, but whenever she's ready, I don't know. Anyways, I'm done. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate the support. I know that I was talking bad about certain bad apples, but that doesn't go for everybody. I was just referring to some people that do private message me sometimes, or they'll send me a comment, but it's okay. It's part of the game. Not talking bad about people here or people in the chat, or just in general people that do show me support. Come on, that's not who I'm talking to about here. So hopefully this week we can get the Discord up and running. I'm almost done with it. Like I said, on this weekend, it was just kind of a wild one for me, so I couldn't get much work done. And I mean, that's an excuse, right? We always have time, but I mean, fuck. I've been here 6 months. I think I've had like 2 weekends off completely, like where I haven't done nothing. 2 or 3. I'm always doing something related to the markets or gym or anything, right? Like, but I didn't do much this weekend in the sense of work-wise. So we're gonna get back in order today. I gotta finish up my rollover levels right now. I'm gonna see if I make a video, and I'm gonna get that Discord up and running so that we can potentially be in that by Thursday or maybe Fresh Cash Friday, because Fridays are a good day for me. I just love Fridays, but we'll see whenever it's ready. And then you're more than welcome to come join the free Discord. It's a free community. We're not going to be charging you anything for it. We're going to be bouncing ideas back and forth on support and resistance levels that are currently in play. I can send you things there. Like I said, I'm sometimes long, sometimes even long or overnight. And even you yourself, if you want to pick up on some things where we might potentially be able to help you out on, well, just come on over. It'll be a free community. I will never charge you anything. And please don't get it twisted. It is not going to be a Discord where I'm going to send you signals to get long. That's not at all what the community is intended for. I'm not selling you signals, and I'm not giving you signals. But rather, I'll tell you, like, look, I like this level, whatever. Let's assume this level right now. I might be looking at a long tonight from that level. And then you'll know. And if tomorrow morning I'll be like, hey, I was low. You're not going to be like, bullshit. No. But anyways, yeah. So I'll see you all maybe tomorrow if you're all here. And thank you all once again for the support. Be cautious. 30 is kind of failing. I do think Mondays is trappy to the upside, trappy to the downside. So hopefully we can go below 19 and get the pullback that I'm anticipating. But again, price is king. If it doesn't want to pull back, it won't pull back. So peace. I'm not trying to predict that. Okay, please. Peace out.